Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. At the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. First and 10, LSU. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Thomas will look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Second and 11 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. To throw is Thomas. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williamson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time. 3rd down here.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, Crabtree. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now LSU's punter getting set as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Set to go on offense as they come to the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Gibbons. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Got it complete to Crabtree. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down. Williamson. Holmes has got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. LSU with a 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Get this up only to about the 33.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A nice move by Crabtree. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting him off. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
One play at a time. Here we go.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looking to throw on second down. Williamson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So led by a collective team effort.
Well, we're now just a few days away from the College Football Playoff Championship game, where one of the nation's top quarterbacks will take the field one last time in an Oregon Ducks uniform. Now, there's no question his career speaks for itself, but you can bet that NFL scouts, coaches, and players will be tuning in to see how he performs when the lights shine brightest. And believe me, he knows as well as anybody, this is the last chance to not only add to his legacy, but further solidify his place as a top pick in the NFL draft. And speaking of the draft, we'll be joined in a moment by NFL insider Ethan Rhodes. He's got some interesting tidbits he's picked up over the last week or
so. Like, did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real, so stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud, ooh, chitty, chitty, bang, chitty, chitty, bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun, while you out on your run. Taking victory laps, I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta, I hit the blue flame later with some two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. You pop, like my, did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking you.
Well,
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. All set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. They'll run on first. Terry, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And caught by Cameron right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Oregon set to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They begin with Henry, and he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Taylor. They set up the screen for Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Clemson punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Terry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the scramble.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door. And
that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Taylor's got the first down and more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense.
Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And what a story this would be. Oregon 1/2 away from a first national title.
Celebrate as national champions. 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
He coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The drive will start with an option going left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Down to the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ducks open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Taylor on 1st down. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the defense has come up with it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they'll begin by running the option. Ooh, with a juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. 15 yards. And the Ducks use the short field to get in for 6. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The touchdown. Here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One last shot for Taylor. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And it's officially celebration time in Eugene, as for the first time in school history, the Oregon Ducks are the kings of college football.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. NFL teams love championship pedigree. It's one of the main reasons why Oregon's going to be represented near the top of this year's draft. By their star quarterback, of course. In short, there's plenty of amazing players out there. But when teams look at this kid now, they're inevitably going to think to themselves, winner, champion. Yeah, obviously his measurables are off the charts, but I think his championship experience sets him further apart from the rest of the pack. Anyway, let's shift into something I read before the show. An interesting post my wife Susie sent me about the upcoming football camp taking place at
I got finishing moves, look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politic.
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us had taken any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around. Man, I felt like a science experiment or something these last few weeks.
Everything counts. We track it all. Your sleep patterns, nutrition, lactate threshold, isokinetic testing. We need all that data to continue to personalize the plan for you.
Yeah, I have definitely been exposed to some things I've never thought about. Like speaking with the sports psychologist last week.
Take full advantage. It's not just how you perform on the field. I gotta be honest, I was a tad skeptical about you at first with all the buzz. You hear it all the time.
All right. So now that you met me, what do you think?
Everything we've seen on film has been on full display. I think that some people come here to train. They say they want to be like this. But they aren't ready to put in that type of work. They truly don't see themselves in that light. That's not the case with you. You're wired a little bit differently, I can tell. I'm glad you accepted the invite.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. And I've always wanted to put my team on. If I eat, they eat. You know what I mean?
No one can make it alone. And you've already got that figured out. You're ahead of the game.
Hey, so I didn't tell you, but when we were hanging around at Nike, I got in contact with some reps for their other sponsored athletes. Russell Wilson's agent just emailed me. He's going to be hosting a charity game to raise funds for some local fields. You want in? It's going to be a pickup game in Hawaii sometime in March. They're still trying to nail down the exact date.
Wow. Hawaii, and we're giving back to the kids too? Yeah, you can definitely co-sign that one.
What if we told Zoe how to sit this one out? Hey, how about a little more enthusiasm? This is a big deal. You're not even in the league, and they're inviting you to line up against the best in the game.
I'm excited, I swear. I just couldn't imagine being... It's hard knowing other dudes are gonna be out there. I know we talked about this.
I hear ya. I know you would crush every single one of those drills, but we both agreed it's too risky.
Honestly, bro, they already got your measurements, your 40 time. There's enough tape. You got nothing left to prove.
Everything I'm about. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is gonna be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. So my number one priority is to lead by example from day one. Work hard, be a great teammate, and become the best possible player that I can be. And together, in time, we'll turn the franchise around and become the example of organizational greatness in the NFL. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday I was asked about my favorite marine mammals, and now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. It goes without saying that you had a prestigious career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship to validate it?
No doubt about it. When I made my college decision, I didn't set out to break records or even end up #1 pick in the draft. My goal was to win national championships. Winning is all that matters to me.
2 minutes.
Yo, I got some good news before you came down. Your boy graduated, leveled up. Finally got Jordan to pass me her brand connects.
Not all of them.
From now on, I'm gonna be your go-to. First matter of business is to announce that Nike's doing a brand event with Saquon for their fall football products in New York, and they want you there a couple weeks before the draft.
What? I'm so down for that. Jay, I know your favorite pizza place is in Brooklyn, but trust me, we gotta hit up Orchard Street. I'm gonna call my boy Shady and set it up. Oh, we are gonna eat good. That's what I'm talking.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as The Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. We do it before 6 years. Girl, it's old Lou, and I'm the go-to. When you need your back, bro, need that flow real. I'm who they ask for, like. Kids don't stop, kids don't stop. Watch your progress, kids don't stop, 'cause we don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, text don't call, film don't fall, get the ground one of a kind like a damn snowball. I can't get my name like I am Mozart, and if they send you a stain, no they ain't gon' walk. Watch my soul, watch my bro, we were both struggling. I can call, he need, give me no substance. I get told, he get caught, now he gone for a minute. I get told my household was the oldest one. It ain't no flip in my eyes, they was trying to catch me like fireflies. On the west side and the south side, they'll televise, I'm top 5. That lie like Killer Cam in the pink mink. When I tell the guys I met them off around my teleport, I tell the sky. Racking the list, we were stacking the bricks to get back to the crib like Khalid Kaepernick on the knee in the midst of being from where you have to get rich. From the past and assist of grabbing a sack and a stick to attack where you live. Don't stop, tears don't stop. I'm scared, so the fear don't stop. Speak nut grip, rent don't stop. Don't stop, and the fear don't stop. Kids don't stop, watch your progress. This don't stop, 'cause we don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Microphone high. I forgive my enemies, 'cause they know. Here we go. Here we go. Meanwhile, we just let the Holy go by. Think about the past that it's grown from. Focused on the bad, that's a home run. Falling from the cliff, nothing to hold on. I just like you look how I put my clothes on. A lot of quits 'cause the road long. A lot of people feel what really goes on. A lot of follow doubt, I think they told wrong. You only talking loud because you run so. I don't stop till my body goes up. I was 18, but I know my mind was alive. More ready for the world, worldwide won't stop. Got too much to keep moving for, I won't stop. Don't stop, tears don't stop. At home scared, so the fear don't stop. Speaking of the grip, rent don't stop. Don't stop.
Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't never forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. You call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Here we go. Coming up, I dreamt of the checks I've been running up. I writing lyrics and songs, I've been practicing more, but they wanna know. I wanna perform, I want a crowd, singing their head in the stadium loud. Homies in front turning up, getting down. They gone off the and proud. The energy hit when the lights on. That energy hit when it's my song. I'm starting to think like a mogul. I'm starting to feel like an icon. 'Cause I ain't the same and I know it. But I got the heart of a poet. That money is good, but it's new here. I'm trying so hard not to blow it. 'Cause all of my friends walk around and they icy, pricey. But when looking at me, I prefer just a tee and some Nikes. Fight me, I might be running from changes. I like like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights would be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagine the younger me singing the song. Like hickory dickory, my clock has been ticking to victory. I don't have a fear in the world. Whenever it's time, I know they'll be listening.
11 empty, 11
if I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I do remember like Biggie.
I'ma burn it. Spit the whole block, they still talking, we gon' turn it. Ain't no hold up, they be jealous, want your life, gotta keep them folks far away from it, had to learn it. But no Lord lost. And no Lord gain. I cannot get on board of the Lord train. Bust them rates down 50-50, that's a Lord thing. Rapping is a hot ball and do it on my downtime. Otherwise, I'm getting money. Took a break from it, I ain't see the bigger picture, so they left when it was dark. Now I'm back in emotion and I'm being all about mine. Or they won't in when it's sunny. They don't want me on their song cause they be hanging on the kid, but tell them they were hard, yeah.
I think of me first. The street had only brought me ether and random outbursts. I told the hood that I'ma come back, just get me out first. Quick to call me shout out. Need prayer, the way that I'm winning ain't fair. I'm going in that air, take it out there. Yeah, I'm adding my stocks and my shares. Feel like I play for the Bears. Get off on the right foot, ain't hating no life, but I should be running from there. Bro, keep it drumming and stick with no prayer. Yeah. This feel like the last day of school. They hate me, I'm breaking the rules. If I gotta cheat, I'ma still graduate. Here we go. Held back with the baddest niggas diplomas on the medical like Dr. Stu.
Tell them throw the rose on the beat and the dang gone. It's a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen, I know I'm back. Now it's hot, now I'm playing in the Lincoln Town Car. The police sending no mug shots wasn't in the plan. I'm like, who is that? I'm the artist, but it's God that done drew me back. If you got a question, come and ask me. Actually, if you ain't got to drive, get your up in the backseat. Say like, oh, won't you give me that peace? Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around me. Say like, no, won't you give me that peace? Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me.
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pizzas. I decide bad mind from a distance. But this sweet a people. When you come make I give you digits. Was the last time somebody did it like this? Too much ice on my wrist. That's why everybody hating on me like Chris.
How I get that ooh. I'm too busy in this money, in this channel. My daddy let me down, but I promise you I won't let him. I won't say that man, but won't make me better. We my best to be for now, can't get that letter. Down to Paris. And I'm like, yeah, everybody. I can't trust nobody. I need me chat party. Don't invite me to no party. Club in that room. It's so how I get that ooh.
Let go the sound of my siren, I go 100, I'm blind. I barely made it in time, and I got this right versus fully laced up. Just in case I got a dip and run away from her. Here we go now. Yeah, welcome to the showdown. Middle of the main street, this how it's about to go down. Wish that I could say I was the one that got away, but little shorty look right my way. And if looks could kill, do it if you want to.
Let's do it. Ride up. Here we go. Showtime, baby. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
You just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit...
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal. Whoa, here I go. I'm jumping out of green balloon. Geronimo, man, I ride big wheels. 24, and I let the paint drip like the...
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Hey.
Caught me slipping once, okay, so
Right, put that phone away.
someone hit your block up.
I'm just messing with you, man. Glad you made it out. Manny Kahue, senior assistant coach here.
It's great to meet you, Coach. I've heard a lot of great things about you.
Really? Must do your homework. Not many assistant coaches are getting love. Thanks for coming out on such short notice. We really wanted to get you in before the draft.
I was excited to come out here. Thanks for having me.
Glad to hear it. All right, Coach wanted me to show you around the facility, and then we can get out to the practice field. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right.
Next guy, next guy.
Ready? 9, Brooklyn 9. Ready, ready? Set, ready, set, hot! Ready, break! Hut, go! Let's go! 79 Bronx! Sit, hut! Here we go, here we go! Chicago 98! Ready, ready?
Pick it up already.
Set, hut! NOLA 7-8, NOLA 7, set, hut!
So close, one more.
All right, Coach. We'll sync up later on.
It's great to meet you, Coach. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, looks like you're stuck with me now.
Nah, this is cool. You ain't so bad.
Hey, man, I don't want you to get a big head or anything, because watching film is the one thing in the world that I love doing. But I think I've watched every single snap of yours from college. I don't think I've seen a more well-rounded player at your position.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
I mean that. But here's what I want to know. Where does that come from? Because it's more than just God-given talent.
Definitely, man. Look, this is my whole life. I want to be the greatest. And to do that, I have to outwork everyone at everything. In the film room, in the practice field, in the gym on game day, everywhere.
You must watch a lot of film then.
I'm watching every highlight reel of every Hall of Fame player I can find.
It's good, you know, smart. Learn from the best.
Exactly. And I'm not going to be content until it's unanimous that I am the best.
All right. Well, here's my promise to you. If I end up coaching you, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you get there. Growing up, I heard the phrase, Pupukai Holamua. It means unite to move forward. And that's what we're gonna do.
Unite to move forward. I like that. Yeah, perfect. We'll definitely be in touch.
We are not only with the projected #1 pick of the NFL draft, we are also joined by his agent, Jordan Ryan. You know, you don't see a lot of players sign with a relatively unknown agent. How'd you convince him to sign?
She's more hungry than I am. You need those types of people.
I didn't have to convince him. You know, you've seen it all and heard it all. There was a lot of doubt when he made the announcement, but we knew what the reaction would be.
She just had to be herself. You're just a number out there with some people, but her vision, her path, she's gonna change the game, and I'm committed to making it happen.
Well, she has to be good to get you to sign with Nike. Did they give you the LeBron deal?
We don't disclose numbers.
All right.
Getting him in with Nike was a big deal for me. The greatest athletes in the world are a part of this family. He should be no different.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the biggest you made it moments over the last few months. There's been a ton of them, no doubt, but getting the chance to take part in this event was a huge deal.
The Nike swoosh looks good in you, I'll say that. And you made your way to Canton the other day.
I did, and it's something every football fan needs to do. We have to pay homage to the game.
So as you get prepared to be selected in the upcoming draft, potentially first overall, it has to have special meaning for you to go there and be immersed in football history, right?
Only 14 players in NFL history have been...
You heard the man. I'm certainly not going to provide any opposition to that. If I were betting women, I'd say he'd be returning to Canton someday as a Hall of Famer. I wish you nothing but the best of the draft tomorrow.
This was fun, Nia. Appreciate you.
This is the first time I ever seen you look nervous.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good. Just been waiting on it.
Everything's gonna fall into place.
Yeah, man, you the Rookie of the Year. You haven't even walked across the stage yet.
Can he get picked first?
Oh, everybody in this room know he's gonna be a problem no matter which team drafts him. Missing piece to a championship. Not one, not two, not three.
Can he focus on the draft?
Hey, it's on, right?
Nah, I'm sitting here with my phone off. Hello? Hey, Coach. Yeah, I'm doing great. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. Let's do it. I can't wait. Thank you so much. All right, Coach, I'll see you soon.
This is only the beginning, bud! Soak it all in!
I couldn't have done it without you guys.
My bride here had to see the NFL!
Yeah, we big time, Zoe. We big time.
This is your night. You big time, bruh.
You were made for this. Now just remember, you still got work to do.
Walk that stage, man. Everyone around the world waiting to see you.
2021 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select.
You kick it like a benefactor. What you believe, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your action got them boys, got the max up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This something you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot.
Hey, congratulations. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Your passion for the game of football has been well documented over your very successful collegiate career, and it's made you one of the most popular players in recent history. Tell me, what do you want to say to the millions of fans you just gained simply by being drafted to the team they call their own?
Man, I just want to say that the best is yet to come. I promise you. I I promise you that I'm going to give everything I have. Not only become the face of this franchise, but the face of the NFL too.
Well, he's been the face of college football for a few years. And now, he's already looking forward to the challenge of representing the NFL. Guys, back to you.
Congratulations again. Man, this is only the beginning. I'm just getting started.
The Home tab is your personal dashboard. Keep track of your goals, stats, and information on your weekly opponent at a glance. Manage your activities using the list of items on the left.
You've been busy, huh? I thought I'd be stuck in the OTA dorms.
You will be soon. But after OTAs, the keys are all yours.
Yo, this is a real nice spot.
Had to get it right. No mansions on the rookie deal, so this is going to be home base for a while.
Alright. So what's this business you want to talk about? What's this about?
It's a housewarming gift.
From both of us. She acting like it's all her.
Yo!
So, what'd you think?
So, you killed it, bro!
I collaborated with the design team to customize your PE. Had to add that personal touch, you know?
I cannot believe I have my own shoe, yo!
Hey, yo. New phone. Who this?
Say hello to my new shoe, fam. Pupukai Holamua. Yeah, I must be in the right place.
Well, you tried. I'm impressed. It's good to see you, though.
Absolutely. I was so pumped when I heard you were interviewing for the defensive coordinator job here. We are going to light it up this year, Coach.
That's definitely the plan.
Man, and I've been reading through that playbook nonstop ever since you sent it over.
Hey, man, I'm glad to hear you've been doing your homework. And I'm excited to add to it, too. But hey, I gotta make a couple calls real quick. I'll meet you down in the practice field in a bit. Sound good?
Sounds good. Just want to stop by and say what's up.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot.
Ah, so you're the one the entire offensive staff is hyped about, huh?
I don't know about all that.
I'm Alexandra Bishop, defensive coordinator.
It's nice to meet you, Coach.
Really impressed with your film. Can't wait to see you bring the same energy here.
I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Now we're talking. Hey, I may be the defensive coordinator, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't love to see our offense putting up some big numbers. Makes life a heck of a lot easier for me.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that. I think we have the potential to be really explosive this year.
Why don't you make some time to come down to the film room? Getting a defensive staff's perspective could really help elevate your game.
Will do, Coach.
Shows. Flat rich kid got all of the clothes. People like you get all of the no's. I stay making wins, I stay with the pros. Just made a stack, I'm watching it grow. Up in the sky, everybody so low. I keep me like foe, he sleep on the floor. He don't got no money, I show him the dough. Oh no, kid can't never with a bozo. Name in his mouth like froyo. With a rich daddy, looking for the bros. If he really would it, make him cash off the cold, bro. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit, 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 lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit, 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 lit.
View your team's saved snapshots. or follow the top stories and reactions from around the league in the news tab.
I'm taking your man and spinning his bands. Oh, yeah, did it again. Oh, yeah, out with his friend. Oh, yeah, Chanel is the lens. With his friend finna get lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which
Quickly review the league's top performers and the current week's schedule from the league tab, or use the options on the left.
Big bird giving crow. A group of baddies coming foes. Give me money, kiss my toes. Go with your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. 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 Lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't with your bro, it was for show.
Come on, man. They holding out on me in the preseason. I didn't even get a choice.
Hey, be patient. You're gonna have the keys to the city soon enough.
Man, I'm trying to line up already.
Take it as a sign of respect. Obviously, the franchise value you. Look, let that anticipation build. You feel me? Boy, trust me. I've been in this game for a long time. My preparation is what keep me on this field right here. And that's what you gotta focus on, all right?
Okay, you're right.
You master that playbook, and we'll light them up in the regular season. I promise you that. Yes, sir.
It'll be okay, no matter what they say about us.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my hot for this, for not, my not, for Lex, and I feel like.
Hey, man, now you see why they have you taking it easy throughout the preseason? If you got injured before the season started, every fan out there is immediately writing this year off.
Yeah, man, I feel you.
Look, we got dealt a bad hand yesterday, but no team in the league is going to get through the preseason without any injuries. All we can do now is unite, adapt, and move forward. Pupakai Holamua. Let's get out there and have a good day today.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody helping, I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time, nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I ball. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Man, like every day. Well, I'll be watching time go by in an icy Cartier. Paper flying like a paper plane. I'm trying to get lost in
See? Now it's obvious that you haven't played a single snap in the preseason when you say something foolish like that. The worst team in the NFL will absolutely smoke the best college team every single year.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude.
Ready up!
You've got one shot left. We are going for gold. Strap them up, pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Jags and the Texans next on EA Sports.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Landry there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you? And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he returns this to the 22.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2. First under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Malcolm Brown at $3 and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Dorsett on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's the veteran Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another completion there. And, you know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson there to make the grab. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Get ready, get ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And running with power here.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that one coming on his opening. Of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Here's Camp. Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Dorsett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here we go.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Take it at the 37. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it is 42-0.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malcolm Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A little juke. How did he stay on his feet? Oh, still going. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. A big play there on the keeper.
Let's go, baby.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now we'll throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Watson's throw pulled in by Tate.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
Do what we do. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
K'Lavon Chason in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Texans nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, they got him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, how impressed have you been by this defense? As we talked earlier, Alex Bishop maybe on her way to a victory in her debut as defensive coordinator.
I don't think you can help but be impressed because I believe she's called a great game. Defense looks to be a cohesive.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing.
And this is caught. And he will get in end zone. It's another touchdown,
This thing is ugly.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, Johnson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked by Jared Wilson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lambeau on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that
gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see as good intentions is for cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a something carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day is exactly how I played it. Not looking for number 1, but that's exactly how I'm paced. I got choices, I'm getting opinion from so many voices. Bring the horses so I can get up away from all the noise. Too many people tell me what I should do. I take it in line. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling.
Well, I couldn't be any more excited about who's joining us here today. She's one of the most popular and prominent voices on discussions related to sports and pop culture. And of course, when you're not listening to my podcast, you're probably listening to hers, appropriately titled The Nia Polanco Show. Nia, it is great to have you on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me on, Kevin. You know, it's a nice change of pace to be in the guest seat instead of the host seat.
Yeah, a little change of role. But now, look, you've been at it for, what is it, a little over a year now, hosting your show, am I right?
Yeah, it's been about 15 months now. We debuted last spring.
Okay, so you're a savvy old veteran now. And I know in these 15 months, you've managed to cross paths with just about every big name in sports and entertainment. But there's one athlete in particular, Nia, I have to ask you about. You were there on draft night. You watched him get chosen by the Jaguars with their top pick. I think you know where I'm going here.
Yeah, you know, I think I've had more people ask me about him than maybe any of my other guests, which really surprised me initially. It was a great interview, and he was way more